Hello everybody. I'm with a group called Expose Scotland and it's Save Our Children. We try to raise awareness about how the children in Scotland aren't safe. We have grooming gangs in our streets in Glasgow and our young that come into this city are not safe. Now, we've had a pandemic in this country and no one is protecting our young people. Our young people are being terrorised, they're being left to suffer, they're being left alone and they're being isolated. We are going to have a pandemic of mental health in our young if we don't start getting people to start recognising that our government are terrorising us, our government are terrorising our children, they're inflicting fear, isolation, and our children are not safe. We went into lockdown last year and what the Scottish Government didn't tell anybody is, while we were all in lockdown, they were discussing implementing a global sex education programme into your schools. Now, we're in this town every week, we're online trying to raise awareness, trying to stop this, and we're campaigning against a sex education programme in your schools. It's designed at sexualising your children from 3 years old, and it's called RSHP in Scotland. It's Relationship and Sexual Health and Parenthood. And we as parents are concerned. We believe there's a safeguarding issue for our children. We believe nobody's protecting them. Nobody's protecting their minds. They're already distraught and fragile through the pandemic that the government have told them, the fear of losing their family, and now, without parental consent, the Scottish Government have brought a global sex education programme into your schools without knowledge or consent from the parents. Now, this sex education programme is really sinister. We've got booklets there and it shows you the whole programme that the Scottish Government are showing your children. So, from 5 years old, well, from 4 years old, the Scottish Government have made it legal. I don't know if anybody's aware. They have made it legal for your child to change their gender, their name in school, and also use a separate toilet. They don't have to get parental consent or permission, and they don't have to tell the parents that your child, say your little girl Emily's now been calling herself Robert in school. Now that's 4 years old, that child's mind's fragile. Children have imaginative play. They're going to sexualise your children, but they're not safeguarding, they're not telling the children that they don't experiment on each other, that they don't go around touching other adults. Now this, for anybody that doesn't know, Wales have lost their parental rights through this sex education programme. In Wales they no longer have parental rights because your child through this sex education programme will be given sexual rights. And if you as a parent try to take them out of the sex education programme, you're denying your child their sexual rights. So then that allows your school to safeguard your children against you for denying them sexual rights. The people that created this sex education programme, guys, believe that your children should have sexual rights from birth. This is paedophiles. This is a global sex education programme being created by paedophiles, brought into your schools without your consent, without your permission, and none of you are aware of what your children are being taught. None of you are aware of what this brings and what power this gives to your school over you. This gives your school. Your school will then, in a year's time, your child will be able to start gender transformation medication prescribed by your school without your parents' consent. It's happening in other countries. For nobody that believes me, go and research. Other countries started it 9 years ago and they've already lost their parental rights. The children are already sexualised and they're experimenting with younger brothers and sisters in the house because nobody's telling them in school. They don't go home and show their brothers and sisters what they've been taught in school. Nobody's telling them that. They're leaving it to the parents to tell them, and it's just sickening because the parents aren't even aware they're being taught it. So how can they then know what their children are doing? If people don't get a grip on this and getting a hold on it, your children will be sexualised and they'll be experimenting. They'll be vulnerable to paedophiles because the teachers aren't qualified to teach this stuff. The teachers aren't qualified to safeguard your children and they don't know what the hell they're doing. We're already fragile, they're not even making parents aware. They're not asking for your consent, which shows you what they think of you as parents. They don't even need your consent. So that should tell you they don't even care, they're going to do it anyway. And if you don't question them, it's going to come into full force. And your children will be able to be safeguarded. Your children are already in danger at the moment. Nobody's protecting the children in Scotland. The government are coming in at full force, terrorising the parents and the families, and not protecting children, not putting anything in place. All they're doing is giving themselves more power to remove your children from you. There's a safeguarding course all teachers went on, and this is for schools, nurseries, schools, colleges and universities. The safeguarding is for teachers to spot activist children. So your children, whether it's school, college or university, if you have disagreements in the home about mask, vaccines, it's going to be known by the education authorities, and they are going to send in safeguarding procedures to your home to tell you what to do with your children and remove your children if you don't agree with them. This is schools, colleges and universities. So if it's a college or university, you won't get social work, but you will get a CPN to the community psychiatric team, chatting your door and asking what your issues and your disagreements are. So that's one way the Scottish Government can already remove your children. The second way, like I said, is this sex education programme. They're raping the minds of your children and you aren't even aware. You aren't even aware that your children have been exploited through the education system. Our Scottish Government are sexually exploiting our children right now in the schools, colleges, universities and nursery schools. They're sexualising children at an alarming rate. They're teaching them pornographic material. I've got the materials up there. All that stuff there is what they're showing primary school children right now in Scotland. It is getting, some schools haven't did it yet, but by February 2022 it's mandatory. Now with mandatory, you've got no parental consent, no parental opt-out, and like I said, your children get sexual rights over your parental rights. It's scary stuff. The Scottish Government are literally terrorising its people, and their aim is to remove your children if you don't do what you're told. Now whether that be with vaccines, masks, it won't matter. If you follow all that, that's fine. But if you disagree with them sexualising your children, then your children will still be removed. This time next year we'll have a pandemic, and it'll be parents heartbroken coming to us fighting to try and get their children back off the authorities, because they're literally making legislations every single day. None of you are aware. Nobody does research. Nobody finds out what they're planning against you. Like, we are living in a dictatorship. We are being told to follow these rules. It's never going to change. It's only going to get worse. You're never going to get a normal life back. You're never going to get any freedoms back. They're just going to keep removing them from you. And the more that you be silent, that's their consent. They only need your silence. They don't need you to say yes or no. They just need you to do nothing. And then they'll win. And then you will have no rights. You will have no life. And what life have you got to know? You've been told when and when you can't go out. These are grown adults. People need to stand up to these people. We need to tell them to just go away. We'll deal with stuff ourselves like we've always done. We're the human race. We survive viruses. We survive diseases. We always will. We'll get immune. We have immune systems. But these people are destroying us. They're destroying our country. They're destroying our people. They're destroying your bonds that you have with your family. They're destroying your minds. They're terrorising you. They're installing fear. These are scared of something that's not even there, when you really should be scared of them and asking what the hell they're up to, because they're about to literally take every one of you as slaves. And if you don't do what you're told, you'll have nothing. You'll have no job. You'll have no freedom. You'll have no life.
And you'll be happy.
And you'll be happy, and you'll be saying, like, is it okay if I go out next week? Like, no, this isn't life. We're free people, and right now we're not free in any country. The governments are free, they're free to do what they like, and they're terrorising and destroying you, slaughtering full families in front of your faces, and you are just standing there saying, right, who's next? No, I think it's time we fight back. We're in the middle of a war, and your families are being slaughtered, and you are all just standing there laughing, thinking it's funny. You won't think it's funny when you've no family left, and you're standing there yourself, getting told you're not allowed to leave your house, because you're not allowed to after 7 o'clock at night, and then you just say that's fine. Is there ever going to come a time we're going to stand up? I grew up in Scotland, and we were fighters, and we stood up for what was right. We protected the innocent, we protected the vulnerable, and we protected our children. Right now we're doing nothing. Is all we're doing is caring about ourselves. We don't give a shit about our grannies, and our grandads, and our mothers, and our fathers. Every single person has lost respect for anybody. Like seriously, people need to wake up. You need to wake up or you'll be living in a dictatorship like China, getting social points scoring for being a good citizen. Seriously. But thanks guys for listening, and like I said, your children are not safe. There's a serious safeguarding issue with children. The Scottish Government are paedophiles, they're raping the minds of your children, they're sexualising your children, and they're about to lower the age of consent to the LGBT community to 10 years old, and none of you seem to care. They're showing your children pornographic images in primary school, and nobody seems to think there's anything wrong with that. Maybe I'm starting to think that Scotland's just been groomed and not turned into paedophiles, I don't know. But you're acting all like paedophiles, that you don't care about children and it's fine that children have sex. In my eyes, that's paedophiles.
As long as they get to the pub and go to the football match.
Yeah, as long as you go to the pub and the football's still on, everything's fine. Doesn't matter that people are dying, starving in your country, children are being raped and abused. There's grooming gangs in Glasgow city centre that Scotland kept hidden from the Scottish public for 11 years, who are raping and trafficking your children. Every week, all over city flats in this city, there's 88 members that placed Scotland and the Scottish Government jail, but they kept it secret for the Scottish public. They don't want to know that they own all the takeaway shops and drive all the taxis and traffic and rape and drug your children and ship them all over the country. You don't want to know that, no? But like I said, just let's hope it's not your children and that you don't ever let them out, because this country is not safe. It is not safe by far. And our government are child traffickers, and so is your social services, and so is your Scottish justice legal system. They're the biggest paedophile ring in the country is your Scottish justice legal system. The secretive, speculative society in Edinburgh. There are lawyers, lords, judges and advocates. They have all had numerous court cases against them, have been part of a paedophile ring. But because they run the country, they get away with it. Because they make the laws and the other law, they get away with it. Why do you think that paedophiles don't get sentences in Scotland? Because it's paedophiles that run your country. That's why, if you go and look at the sentencing for a paedophile, you can go and rape 5 children and maybe get less than a year. Right? I could go and smoke a bit of cannabis and I'll get longer than that paedophile. Fact.
The Education Department distributes pornographic material, but
The Education Department distributes pornographic material to your children, but if we did it, we'd get charged with distributing pornographic material. But they're the paedophiles that run the country, so it's okay for them. And it is pornographic material, guys. Like I said, you've got the sex education in primary schools, which is teaching them stuff that it is pornographic. I don't even want to read it out. And under the sex education programme, the sex education for secondary schools is now a link to Pornhub. You just go into secondary school now, 11 years old, and you get a link to Pornhub for your sex education. So if you are fine with your children watching porn, with the teachers having popcorn in schools, then seriously, I don't know what else to say, because there's something really wrong. None of you should have children. These kind of in Scotland. See if you take part in teaching this sex education programme, we're already in the process of taking the Scottish Government to court. So see if you're a school teacher and you teach this, you have been groomed by the paedophiles, and you are now being groomed into you are the ones that are going to remove the innocence of that child. So you're the one that will be in court and will be charged. So whether you're liable, use a public liability insurance, and it's a safeguarding issue. So for all the teachers who teach this sex education programme, it was created by UNICEF and the World Health Organisation 10 years ago. They sat round a meeting in 2009, actually 11 years ago, 2009, and they decided there was foreign aid threatened. There was some countries get their foreign aid threatened to get refused if they didn't take this. They sat round a big board meeting and they agreed. They signed paperwork, I can show you the contracts, and they all said they would implement it for 2021. Last year, so many schools still hadn't did it, so we went into lockdown, and those governments sat and implemented this into every subject in their schools. In Wales, they cannot get it out. It's implemented into every subject: maths, English, geography. primary 1 maths, count the sections of the pride flag, that's a sex education. But it's just to let teachers aware. I know yous are teaching this, and yous are given this stuff to teach, but yous are being groomed by paedophiles, so yous will then become paedophiles by teaching this, because yous are the first person that will be removing the innocence of that child, and you'll be the one I'm taking to court for removing the innocence of your children. So the Scottish Government are already in the process of going to court. Any teachers that still be complicit and go along with it, yous will be in court as well. Yous have public liability insurance, I would get it checked out. So guys, it's just to let yous know, like I said, you've been groomed by the paedophiles. If you're a teacher and you start teaching it, after a while, you're not being groomed anymore, you are a paedophile teaching this material. And you're sexualising your children and it's not on, you're going to court. So, it was just to state that, guys, and I'm going to pass you on to Kate. And I'm going to pass you on to Joanne.
Right, I never ever speak on this microphone, but I'm going to tell you something right now. It was my 4-year-old daughter that came home and asked me what pubic hair was. She is 4 years old, she's in the first stage of nursery in Scotland. As of the 1st of September this came in. So if you want to tell a wee baby girl at 4 years old what pubic hair is, do you think that's right? Do you want your children subjected to that? Because I certainly don't. I want my children to have their innocence. And see, right now the government's not putting that innocence in place, they're not even thinking about it. I go through my children's devices daily. I check my children's devices daily because you know what, you don't trust MD outside your own 4 walls. But see right now, see what I do trust in is the mothers, the fathers, the grands, the pappies, aunties, uncles, and the children of fucking Glasgow. Stand up for your children. They're the ones that need protected. So see if you can't do that, you've got one person to blame and that's yourself.
Thanks, Mrs. Well done.